What percentage of modern women are suitable for marriage and why?
None.
Allahu Akbar!
What percentage are suitable for marriage?
Just what would you say, roughly? Just, I don't know.
Ooh, like 5%. Man, he gets it. And then fucking haters, oh, well, why don't you just seem like a hater. If you fucking deal with these women, you know that they're not wifeable no more in the West, man.
Oh, my God.
He gets it. He gets it. He's about to say, what do you think he's going to say? 100% or less than 20?
Suitable for marriage. So meaning you have a woman that at least wants that. Wow. I'm going to go,
Answers in now, chat. You think I'm a hater? You think I'm just like an feeling? I haven't watched this video. What do you think he says? This guy is grown. He's like probably, in his 30s. I'm 23 and I know the truth, bro. He's about to say less than 20.
I'm going to say 10%.
There we go. And you're still going to call me a hater. This is a guy who's dealt with these women. I know this because I deal with these women. Why? Not because you're insecure and you're probably toxic. No, because I want to love women and all of them make no goddamn sense in the West, bro.
Allahu Akbar!
The left destroyed traditional mores with regard to relations between the sexes. Destroyed them wholesale. So the original idea was that men were supposed to act with honor and chivalry in protecting women, and women were supposed to look for example, relationships just as men were. Sexual activity was supposed to be confined, this was at least the ideal, was supposed to be confined to committed relationships, particularly marriage. Not everybody lived up to that, but a huge number of people did. In fact, once people got pregnant, people basically got married. There's studies from the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s shows an awful lot of 7-month marriage babies, right? People who are sleeping together, getting pregnant, and then the couple gets married. When you don't teach men to protect women, you get men who will victimize women. And when you don't teach women that they ought to cherish men who are responsible and good, all you end up doing is incentivizing bad male behavior. The feminist movement was not wrong when they said men are acting like pigs. They were wrong when they said women also ought to act like pigs and that this is a solution to our problem.
Men look at things in terms of cost analysis, and the penalties for marriage are so high and the rewards now are so low. First of all, there's legal costs of marriage. There are so many men now who are just saying, you know what, it's just not worth it to me. I'm going to be stuck paying the alimony. I'm going to be stuck paying for child support. And it's not just legal reasons. It's also psychological ones where men feel that basically they don't really have rights in marriage. Women hold all the cards now in reproduction and all kinds of things, and men don't.
Do you want to go dance on landmines? I don't know. I'll tell you why. Legally, that is a hard no. The legal risk facing men and maybe even women sometimes it's not worth. The government's way too involved. No, so that's a deal breaker off that. And I even wrote these down. And let me count the ways. I'll just give you the main ones. 2, men can't afford it. Young men can't afford it. In part because we've regulated the heck out of the economy. We tax their ever living snot out of productive men. I mean, all women want a guy that makes 6 figs. Well, men would have the same purchasing power if they weren't forking over 45% of their income at $67,000 a year. So young men,
53% here, my friend.
Well, that's because you have that nice long-haired trust fund baby as a president. Women don't want to, as per our previous conversations. They have reprioritized career and things above that. And I'll be perfectly blunt and honest. Most women are not, I hate to use the word trained, but prepared or conditioned or educated about what it's like to be a quality wife. They all want to get married. They all want to have kids. But the heck, if any of them want to be a wife or a mother, I mean, it's, kid came off the assembly line, ship it to daycare. Mama got to go work. And he better this, he better that. It's like, hey, selflessness, altruism. I love you more than you love me. I give him advice. That is, I've said it many times before. At best, young women have been conditioned to be competitive against men, and at worst, adversarial.
Why do men have this irrational fear that women are going to use them?
There's nothing fucking irrational about that fear. There are men out there who have literally been bankrupted due to child support and are homeless because they can't pay it. There are men out there who have been screwed over multiple times by abusive and emotionally manipulative women, and due to the fact that both the divorce rate and, of course, child custody laws favor women over men almost 90% of the time, this ends up leading to men having to lose a shit ton of cash, money, and emotional support. Men will literally lose almost fucking everything simply due to the fact that women have in the past and throughout history screwed us over simply because of our money. Because people, for some strange reason, think that it's okay to literally put a man out on the streets and take half of his shit when that man already doesn't have anything. That's not an irrational fear. That's just a fact of fucking life.
If she decides to pull the plug from underneath you in a marriage and wants to get a divorce, the state will make sure that she's well looked after and there's a transfer of your resources. You probably won't see your kids as much as you used to. Some other guy that she starts porking will see your kids a lot more than you do. Throw that in the blender. And then you turn on the blender and you blend it up and you have yourself a nice big shit shake. There's really nothing in there to try to save. If society wants to save marriage, this is what needs to happen. I'll say it again. Women need to take off the pink pussy hats. They need to all get together and say, you know what? We want to get married. We like the idea of marriage. Religious, whatever, insert reason here. But it's too hostile towards men and they're not marrying us. So we want the state to change those laws to make them more balanced. Not even fair, but like more balanced. Mm-hmm. But I don't see that happening. Like, why would women want to give up the advantage that they have when there's so many gullible men lining up to wife up all of these women today?